AI automation is the biggest lie on the internet right now, and I'm going to show you exactly why that is. And the better alternative to make a business money rather than wasting their time and charging way too much. First, I'm going to explain to you what AI automation is and why it's a scam and how it works. Then I'm going to go over the 3-step AI growth approach that actually drives revenue. And then at the end, I'll give you the exact systems and tools you can use for your business rather than workflow templates that everyone on the internet is just passing around right now. Although I will tell you, there is one automation that my clients do use that will get you a quick $10,000 to $20,000 revenue boost in just a few weeks. But before we get into that, my name's Slade and I help businesses in the home service industry implement my AI growth engine into their business. This system actually drives revenue and allows these businesses to scale past their current plateau. Just to show you this actually works, TF Electrical Solutions got a 50% increase in booked appointments and over $51,000 a month in recovered revenue using this AI growth engine. The way we did this was using a Facebook ad campaign that targeted their interested buyers in their area. Then we used a 60-second follow-up system that reached out to all their inbound leads, called them, phoned them, qualified them, and then even texted back and forth. This got them into their calendar, and then we used those automations I'm going to show you at the end to keep in touch over a long period of time and maximize the conversion rate. A&J Mechanical Services unlocked $24.5 thousand in profit from old leads in under 3 weeks using the customer reactivation campaign that I will show you at the end of the video. Now, if you own a service business in the home service industry and you help out people with home service problems like plumbing, electricity, or HVAC, I do free strategy calls and map out this entire funnel and sales pipeline for your business to see if it would even make sense to implement the growth engine. Now, there's a link in the description if you want to check it out. Let's waste no time so I can show you how to actually do this for your own business. So what is this AI automation stuff and why is it a scam? Let me explain. Imagine you own a coffee shop. Every time the phone rings, you have to stop what you're doing, answer it, write down the job, and then call them back later. AI automation is like hiring a personal assistant who doesn't sleep, can answer that phone, take down the info, and even send a text or reminder for you all automatically. It just follows the instructions that you give it. But here's the problem. That little helper can only help with what you already have. If no customers are calling, then your little robot does not save the day. He just makes you sad. And if you're not technical, setting all this up will cost you a lot of time. And it will mess with your operations if you do not have it built right. Even hold you back because you don't understand any of it. And so right now, people who are selling these services, getting into the AI automation agencies, are getting stuck because businesses don't actually need this offer. They're selling something shiny like automated follow-up, emails, or custom builds. Those shiny parts are like the steering wheel, but what businesses actually care about are the whole truck, the whole system that actually brings them revenue and drives customers in the door. They want more jobs, more calls, more revenue so that they can scale and continue to grow. If you're struggling, it's probably because you have all of these automation templates, you've tried putting it into your business, but that's just like having the steering wheel. You need the whole engine, you need the whole truck so that your business can run on autopilot. Let me put it into perspective. If you're a business and someone told you they were going to make you $40,000 a month in revenue, you would have no problem paying them $6,000 a month for that service because you're keeping a huge percentage and you're not having to do any work because they're getting all the clients for you. But if they said they just had something that was going to write emails for you and text back and forth, that doesn't actually bring you more money. It just makes that admin work a little bit easier, which you probably already have someone hired for. You will probably absolutely laugh in the face of an AI automation agency because they're not actually presenting to you a real valuable offer. So let me show you exactly what we do and how you can get started with it right now. First, you're going to generate more leads using Facebook ads, Meta, Instagram, whatever you want to call it. And you're actually going to film these just on your phone. I want you to just walk around and talk like I'm doing right now. Maybe have a script pulled up on your phone and just describe your offer and the pain points of the person viewing. And this creates authenticity because that really nice camera and videography style feel is starting to get outdated because people want to see that real side of the business and they want to feel relatable to the business owner. You will be so much more successful. But this might be difficult because you don't know what to say, you don't have a copywriter, or you've never run ads before. No worries whatsoever. I have my template that I use for all of my clients in the home service industry to write all of their ad creatives because it works so well and it's so repeatable. So what you're gonna do is hook the viewer in the first 3 seconds, and there are so many ways to do this, but this is how I would suggest. By calling out the target audience and an amount of money or value that they are losing every blank time period, so 6 months, a year, or every 2 weeks, whatever. Then show authenticity by relating to a situation that they might relate to, sharing a brief story or mistake, and explaining that's why you do things differently. Then position yourself as an authority by explaining, yeah, this is my name, and I've helped X amount of people get Y result. Then dive into the pain. This is where stuff actually matters. You need to call out what they are currently experiencing, which is that main pain point. This is causing them to deal with pain 1 or pain 2, dig a little bit deeper, and then what it's actually costing them as a result, which is that consequence. Then I want you to give the solution, which is your service that you will be selling. That's why I created this service. Instead of doing things the old way, you're going to do things this new way. You're going to get benefit 1 and benefit 2 for what I am doing for you. Show urgency by saying I only take X number of clients per time period, or this offer is only good for the next 4 weeks. And you might think this is a little bit outdated or the strategy doesn't work, but you need to create some type of urgency so that buyer actually feels called to make a decision or take action today. Then a call to action, so you actually guide the viewer on what to do. So click the link to see if you qualify or get your free quote. Provide a little bit of value at the end. So plus I'll throw in this free bonus that will give you this value, and it saves most people X amount of money. I have an example here for an HVAC business and what that would look like, and then a blank template that you can use. And if you want me to do this for you, use the link in the description and get that free strategy call, and I actually can go over this entire template for you and make 5 to 15 ad creatives for your business. Now you have your script, you have your idea for the video, but you need to actually identify your offer, and this is where my strategy comes in for Facebook ads. Most people do Facebook ads completely wrong, and they don't have any strategy. They just throw up a couple static pictures with a cool caption and target it to people in their area and then hope it does well. That will not work. You need to take this step by step, and I'm going to explain to you how to do that. Also, stick around for the end because I'm going to show you a little bit of secret sauce you can add on to this strategy to make it work even better and almost double your conversion rate. You need to identify 3 to 4 main offers, and this will typically be, if you're an HVAC provider, that could be installments. It could be your service/check-ins. It could be maintenance plans, or it could be some kind of seasonal offer or campaign that you might be running. Once you have that offer created, you have 3 to 4 of them. I want you to make 4 to 5 videos using that script template that I already showed you. Just slightly change around the pain points, call out different solutions, and just reword it a little bit. Now, this is where things are actually gonna get crazy, and you're gonna implement AI into the strategy. Go over to ChatGPT, and you're gonna grab my template, which you will paste in here. Generate 50 short attention-grabbing hooks for a plumbing business, let's say, okay? And then you're gonna click submit, and this whole prompt is engineered to get you the most engaging 3-second hooks that you can use for your business. So what you're gonna do with those hooks you just got from ChatGPT is you're going to attach 5 to each of the videos you created using that script from earlier. Grab 1 hook from each video that is performing best and scale it. You need to use a small ad budget and actually test all 50 of these variations and see which hook variations along with the video and script and offer work best. Whichever variations work best, you're gonna grab them and scale them up. So let's say you were using a $5 to $10 daily budget. You're now gonna put $20 to $30 into these ads and get a little bit more click-through rate and increase that average conversion rate. Continue to make variations and little spin-offs using very similar pain points or solutions or hooks. Grab more winners and scale those winners up and just keep repeating this process until you have a well-oiled machine. This is what actually allowed my client TF Electrical Solutions to get to $51,000 a month and not get stuck in negative ad spend or negative profit because they are not, getting a return on their ad spend. If you're doing this correctly, you will have a lot of leads filling out your Facebook form, and you will not be able to call them in a timely manner. What you're gonna need to do is set up what I call a voice AI receptionist. What this is gonna do is make direct calls to the leads that fill out your Facebook form. It's gonna qualify them, book them into your calendar, and even handle all the objections. You don't have to do any manual work at all because this will all occur in the background while you continue to do what you always do and go out in the field or do what you love. Once you set this up, and I'm gonna show you exactly how, this profit engine will run completely on its own. By the way, did you know that 78% of customers go with the company that responds first? That's why this is so important. What I want you to do is go into this tool called Vappy and create a free account. And I want you to click this green button called Create Assistant. Name it whatever you want, John, that's good. Create the assistant and then give it an initial message that it will say when it picks up the phone. Hey, this is John from ABC Plumbing. Then the system prompt. This is actually the brain of the assistant, and it will tell it how to act, what actions to perform, what this step-by-step, what this conversation will look like, and what the end goal will be. This is very important, and if you do not know how to properly structure this, I have a template that you can use. So this is the template that we use for all the assistants for our clients, and you can use it for your own business. Take a screenshot and copy it, but this is so important because this prompt tells the agent how to act, the style and brand voice to use, response guidelines. It even has error handling and fallback in case something unprepared happens. It can even forward to a human and allow them to, answer a question. You're gonna copy this prompt and you're gonna go ahead and paste it into Vappy and then just fill in the blank. Once you have this done, your assistant is essentially complete, but what you can do just to add a little bit more on top, make it even smarter, is select some files. So if you have a PDF that says stuff about your business, if you have frequently asked questions, you can link your website. If you have an old customer database or unit prices, whatever you have, add this into the knowledge base just so John can pull from it and have more info to talk about. Then go down to voice configuration, click 11 labs, and choose the most human sounding voice from this list, or go to the voice library and enter a voice ID manually. Just make sure you use 11 Turbo V2.5. Then in additional configuration, mess with these sliders if you want, just to make it respond a little bit faster or be a little bit more clear when it speaks. Click publish at the top, hook this up to your Facebook form, and now all your leads will be phoned in under 60 seconds. So now here's a little bonus that you can actually implement. If all your leads are getting called, but some of them might not be answering, or you just want a little bit more follow-up, create this workflow in Go High Level for when a Facebook ad lead form is submitted. It's going to wait 30 seconds and then send a personalized follow-up text, wait for them to reply, and then notify the staff about a warm lead or notify them about the lead gone cold so that you can properly follow up with them. Not only will this make your life easier, but it will increase your conversion rate by 8 times compared to if you were just responding in 5 minutes. Now, before we go into the workflows that piece this whole AI growth engine together, I just want to let you know one quick thing. If you are not technical, or if you're looking at all this and you're a little bit confused or you don't have the time to implement it, we will do this all done for you. If you use the link in the description to book a free strategy call, we can map out and plan this whole thing out for your business. So now you have your Ford Raptor. Let's get into the shiny parts you can add on top to allow it to run even faster. So this is the 3-piece automation package that I like to implement to get the most out of every lead and convert at an even higher rate. So number 1 is a missed call text back. When a business misses an incoming call, you're gonna wait a couple seconds and then send a personalized follow-up text, wait for their response, and then send a booking link so they can actually schedule into the calendar. Check if they respond and then record the entire conversation in the CRM, and if they don't, flag that a potential lead was lost and to quickly follow up. Even just 10% of those converted is an extra 15 jobs each month and an extra $10,000 in revenue. That's not the end though. In this package, we're also going to set up a workflow that sends reminders and confirmations to the customer to make sure they never forget about the appointment. This will completely decrease cancellations, and I'm going to show you exactly how. So when a lead books a time slot on the business through a website or contact form, we're going to wait 25 seconds and then send a text and email confirmation confirming the date, address, and time with that client. Then wait 2 hours before the service, send a text and email reminder to that customer about the upcoming service, and then wait until after the service call is completed and update the lead status in the CRM. And then finally, whenever the job is complete, we're gonna set up a review request automation. When a job is completed in the CRM, we're gonna wait 1 hour and then send a message to that customer asking them to rate the service. Then we're gonna wait for the lead response, and if it was a 4 or 5 star, we're gonna send a Google review link and allow them to leave a review. If it was 1 to 3, we're gonna notify the staff about a low rating and then immediately resolve that issue. Now, instead of one workflow working together, you have 3 that actually turbocharges your new truck. Sure, the truck already runs, but the turbo pushes way more power through the system. Now we're getting into the automation that I talked about earlier. This is the absolute killer that will bring you an extra 10 to 20K profit in just a few weeks. Pretty much what it does is it pulls old clients from your CRM or spreadsheet and launches a campaign to reach out to them and to reactivate them with some special seasonal offers. So how we're gonna do this is day 1 through 7, we're gonna send text messages and emails giving that seasonal discount. Then day 7 through 14, we're gonna send email tips, financing options, and limited time call outs. Then day 14 through 30, nurturing emails with past testimonials and customer reviews, and then these Hail Mary offers to get them to book a service. Because you're hitting people who already know the brand, just didn't convert, or maybe it's been a long time since you last worked with them, you can bring in tens of thousands of dollars in revenue so extremely quickly. And if you're having a bump in the season or it's a slow season, this can be extremely helpful. But I'm not just gonna show you what to do. I'm gonna show you the tool I use and what the automation actually looks like and how how to build it. So we're gonna go into Go High Level and create a workflow called customer reactivation. If you already have a CRM, that's totally fine. You can create this workflow in Go High Level and then just use Make.com or Zapier to create a webhook and just integrate it straight with your CRM. So you're gonna get a huge lead list of old leads from your Google Sheets or your CRM and upload them and tag them all as customer reactivation. Then we're gonna use this drip step to send out 5 messages every 1 minute. Then you're gonna use this SMS template that we write, and this is very similar to what we use for our clients. Hey, contact first name. This is location name. We're offering a limited time seasonal discount on lawn care, landscaping. Book this week and save 15%. Reply yes to save your spot. Do something very similar in the email. Give a little bit of educational value. Then wait for them to reply. And if they do reply, we're gonna go to a step that notifies the staff about the reply so they can contact them and call them. Or you can hook it up to that Vappy voice agent that you have set up to book them into your calendar. We're gonna wait 1 week and then send out 10 messages per minute with SMS and email. So did you happen to know regular aeration keeps your lawn greener, healthier year round? We now offer easy financing options to make landscaping stress-free. Want details? Do something very similar in the email and then wait for another reply. This will be along week 2. Then wait another week and send out more SMS and emails. And you can complete this or you can make this more consistent for as much volume as you want. I would suggest to send out an email and text every single day for at least a month or 2 to help guarantee that $25,000 profit that A&J Mechanical got. That's how we got to this goal. If this video provided you any value, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.